60 minutes and your audience. I'm grateful for the opportunity to respond to your story about the whistleblower of our church investment firm and the $100 billion that you guys are reporting on. First and foremost, my name is Jake Holdaway. I've been a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for my entire life, and I live in Vineyard, Utah. My reaction to this story is when this first story hit, I was not shocked at all. My church has always taught us to save for a rainy day. And with the millions of members that we have, I would be shocked, or I would be worried if our church was not living by those values. We do believe that in a greater time that problems will come up, and it's nice to know that the church is well prepared, and I hope that they continue to do so. Second, I also find it strange that they thought that we give very little. Recently, I came back from South America, where I was visiting my wife's family. And city after city, when I went from church to church, there was an LDS church built with its highest standards. And in many of those communities, they don't have the funds or resources to build that type of community center. And it brings me great joy to donate a tithing, or what is 10% of our income annually. Have I done that 100% over my lifetime? No, I've missed a couple of months, and I'm not perfect. But what I will tell you is when I do pay tithing, I notice a change in my perspective, in that I'm not constantly thinking about the possessions of what is in it for me. And so for me, it's been such a blessing for me and my life and my children's lives in learning that principle. Is it for everyone? No. I think, but a few things to separate. This is something that we do voluntary. Like, there's a lot of members of the church that don't pay tithing and might not fulfill with that, but that's something that we're asked to do. I want to answer a few questions on the blog to kind of help you understand that. I'm a blogger. I'm putting this on our Vineyard Politico blog because this is a intersection of government and also church. So there's a few things. I was asked about how monthly I was asked to clean toilets and mow lawns and do different things. That's true. Last month I was asked to go and clean our chapel. And I do so. I don't know if I do that willingly. Nobody likes cleaning toilets, but it's something that I've enjoyed. It helps me understand that I need to take care of that sacred building, and it's something that we do as a community. And I think it brings people together. The next question is talking about atheism. Like, why do you need a church to help you be a better person? I think there's many people that are great individuals that have high moral character without the need of a religion, and I think they're very happy. However, I do believe that a religion does help me and my family and the values that it espouses, and so I don't think that that it's required for all people. So I have some very great atheist friends across the country in working in various political circles. The next great question is, we are building a lot of churches and a lot of temples, and the comment about our church hemorrhaging members. Our church has grown from very humble beginnings to where it is today, and I'm sure we're going to fluctuate in size. Does it make me sad if our church shrinks? Yeah, because I think it gives me such happiness and has been such a guiding principle in my life. However, if it shrinks, I don't think that affects what I believe. But your comment about temples and churches being built, I am so grateful for the institution and buildings that we build throughout South America, throughout the United States, Mexico, Europe. I hope that those taxpayer dollars and those facilities are being used to teach our values. Do we have the perfect members? No. Sometimes we don't apply the principles the right way, but the cause is to do as best as we can and learn from one another. The next question is, Do I claim my tithing on my tax deduction? Yes, I do. We're told by that. Our accountant is advised us that that is the current law of the land. And I could understand if all, and that's the same across all churches, right? If the United States taxpayers want to adjust that and start to tax other churches, I think that's a political debate and up for discussion, but currently that's not the current system. I personally don't believe in taxing churches. I think that churches across this nation serve great for mental health resources. Now, does everyone get help from a church? No, they might find that in other nonprofits or within their family or running or whatnot. But churches serve as great mental health institutions. They serve other purposes that governments can't or don't do well. There is one thing I want to talk about, which is I know 20 years ago when the federal government started to require our church and many other churches to disclose um, how much money they had or how much was coming in, I think that crossed a very scared line. If you look at history within our church or any other churches, they can be attacked. And there is a difference between public disclosure and also coming after a church. Our faith has taken many political stands where that's why people sometimes maybe not agree with what we're at. And I don't know if that's the right thing. I don't think it has anything to do with being secret. Um, I just don't like that my government is requiring my church to disclose that. But other than that, that's kind of what I believe. And I would ask you to say many people spend their money on golfing or hunting or going on trips or a second home or a race car, men or gambling at horse tracks. I'm a man that believes that maybe I should spend that money on building churches and seminaries that teach people great principles that have guided my life. I find that strange to be attacked. So, anyway, if you have any questions, my email is jacobholdaway@gmail.com. And I'd love to enter any political discussion about where churches fit. Thanks.